Good morning, bedheads. Click. This seems like an appropriate mug for today. Got your shit shield activated? Oh my goodness. So, I, my cough is better, but I'm so tired. I am so tired. Is anybody else tired? I'm so tired. So, I'm hoping, yeah, just please be patient with me. I'm hoping I can bring this all together. Okay. And then I'm going to go take a nap, and then I'm going to record two more videos today once I have a little bit more energy. I mean, I'm sleeping great. It's funny because with this virus I got, and then I couldn't talk. Now, just like yesterday, it kind of hit now I'm just like sleeping. Now I'm just tired. I wasn't tired like the first 5 days. That's why I was doing the presentations and, whatever. So, okay, well, yeah, just I think the shit shield is appropriate. Where'd my little note go? Oh, I just want to remind everybody because of astrologically what's going on this week. And just a reminder, if you're going out in the world, is just don't get involved. Just don't get involved, okay? So that means if people are feisty, how do you like my bedhead today? Oh my gosh. This is a crazy one. I actually do have hair on the sides, but yeah, so it's just a gentle reminder. I have this hanging on my cabinet right here for myself is just don't get involved, Just meaning like if somebody is trying to provoke you, then, just it's not worth the energy type of thing because and it's also to watch ourselves, okay? Because you might end up saying something this week, between now and Wednesday because of what's going on astrologically that you regret. And so why? So like maybe don't say it, think about it, wait until Thursday. If you decide you're going to say it, then that's fine. So I do have a message today. It's getting crazy and more intense. I did ask for a message for our highest good again. So, and I also did the law of challenge, which if you're not familiar with that, what it does is when you are speaking with your spirit guides, you want to make sure that you're actually speaking with your spirit guides. And so, I don't know, they told me about every 3 days I should do it. And so I hadn't done it for a while, actually. And so I think somebody prompted in a comment yesterday that said, I wonder if this is tricksters or something. And I thought, okay, well, that's, that's a good reminder to make sure that that's not trickster energy, the one about safety yesterday. And so I did the law of challenge, which basically you say 3 times, in the name of Christ, in the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest? Let me just make sure that's what it is. Yeah. Are you of the purest and highest light? It doesn't quite matter if you say it reversed, but so in the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? If you say that 3 times and they answer 3 times, yes. After the third time, if you ask it 3 times, in theory, this is one of Christ's spiritual laws that if you ask it 3 times, they are required to give you an honest answer. So I have not had anybody say no, which would be amazing, actually. If somebody said, no, I'm not, I'd be like, okay, that would be interesting. So let me know if anyone here, if you've gotten a no on that, because that would be really interesting. And a good reminder to all of us. So I'm going to talk about the message today. I've got Angel. This is the deck they wanted me to use. It popped right away. Angel Answers. So it probably has to do with something with the message today. And then I am going to go over the March energy because I want to review all the messages we've gotten for March so far. And I want to leave you with that because I think there's a really good big picture reminders in what I've gotten so far for March energy. Okay. And I'll remind you of how I've done that. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the message for today. Now, just a reminder, the message is using the pendulum. So they're giving me specific words. Okay. And then I also have the dowsing rods where I can ask yes or no questions. But this is like they're spelling out words. Okay. So the message today is, excuse me, watch him closely. Shit shield. Watch him closely. So I said, well, who? Who are we talking about? And of course, Trump. And I said, why? And this is for entertainment purposes only, just so you know. Hit. And I was like, well, okay, so I don't know if I should even show this, but why do you want us to know this? So it's getting pretty dark, isn't it? So that may be why the messages we got yesterday in terms of safety. I mean, they've been kind of warning us for a couple weeks, like 3 weeks. The messages have been, won't it be amazing when all of this is resolved and we can get really fun spiritual stuff? God, will anyone else be happy about that? Yeah, so Jack is coming, and people, sorry, I didn't clarify that yesterday because I had talked about it a couple of days ago, but Jack is referred to Jack Smith in the United States. So that was on March 7th. On March 9th, make safety plans. Okay, so make safety plans. And I really, just reminder that I know it's really hard for some people to hear because they live in the areas that they're saying to definitely make safety plans. I think it's, I think especially if this happens, then that may be the catalyst, obviously, for some of the, as you can imagine. He still has quite a lot of supporters, so they haven't quite seen through things, and I don't know that they ever will. It's hard to know. Although I did ask. I'll ask a few questions for us here. So I know it's hard for people who, especially, I know I commented on somebody yesterday. They said, oh man, I'm going to New York City on Friday with my daughter. It's her birthday. I know. And I'm like, I get it. Like, I'm not thrilled about being the messenger on this kind of stuff at all. Because I hate for people to like change their plans. That's why we always say, like I always say, you got to use your discernment. You got to, frankly, if I was going to New York City with my daughter and I had Broadway tickets, I'd probably go. I would probably still go. I would just, because again, stuff is shifting all the time, and who knows if this will even happen. So I would just be aware. I'd be like, just pay more attention than you normally would. Watch your surroundings, and then just relax and ask for protection. Just ask for Archangel Michael for protection. Once I do that, like if I'm in a plane or if I'm in a car, once I do that, I let it go. I'm like, you know what? I've got his protection. Then at that point, if something happens, it is meant to happen. I'm meant to be in those places. Okay. So that's kind of how I've been going through life. And it's been working for me in terms of anxiety and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I know. And it's funny because when I said I hate to be the person who has to bring this kind of stuff, all of a sudden I could hear people. I could hear like some people in the collective like, well, why are you then? And I'm like, yeah, why am I? Why am I? Why am I bringing this? Is a good question. And see, that's where my brain is very clouded right now because I'm tired. So I'm going to ask. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel so it's only of the light. Amen. Good morning. My voice sounds worse than yesterday, doesn't it? Okay, so I had asked you for a message that would be for the highest good of this community to know. Yes. And that is the message that I shared with them, is watch him closely. Is that really for our highest good? Like, that is the message you wanted us to know about, for our highest good? Okay. Would it have been better if I had not shared that message? No. Okay. All right. So for those here, that is something you want people to know about. Yes. So just a heads up. Okay. Okay. If this happens, will he be considered a martyr? Yes. Ugh. Will he be considered a martyr for a long period of time? No. Okay. So the initial reaction will be one of, for him being a martyr. Yes. And will then truth come out about things that will change that attitude? Yes. Is that why initially there might be some upheaval? Yes. Okay. Okay, so take it for what it's worth. This is entertaining new ideas. That's all this is. So I just, as always, I usually have you guys promise that you'll be responsible with the information and make good decisions for yourself. And that means use your own discernment, use your own intuition. Do what you're comfortable with, okay? Choose to believe it or not believe it. It's totally fine. I don't even have a belief. I'm not believing something or not believing something. I'm just going with the flow, Like all these messages, I'm not like, oh yeah, that's going to be, I'm just going with the flow with them. So I'd kind of encourage you to do that as well. Okay, so let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. If you want, I know I think we're a mixed community. I think there's people who really want to know. It's like, just helpful information. So, but as you can see, I'm a little torn by it. So, but all right. So this is the card they wanted me. So let's just see what they want to tell us about this. Okay. Got some, they're all turned in different ways. Oh, that's funny. I put the decks. Okay, just a couple. All right. Okay, so let's see. Why did you guys want me to use this deck? Okay, so what do you want us to know? What would be helpful for us to know? What would be, oh, did you see that little pop out? I'm going to take that one for sure. Okay. I got a couple others. Oh, wow. I'm just going to grab all four of those and I'll just ask now. Okay, so I've got 5 in front of me. Let me just ask if those are the messages. Is your message in one of these 5 cards? Are there any other cards you want me to pull? Okay, so they said yes and no. Okay, so let's go from the left. Is the left one of the messages, the far left? Okay, that was the first one that popped. The next one, No. The third one in? Yes. The fourth one? No. And the fifth one? Yes. Okay, so the first, third, and fifth message? Yes. Okay. All right. So I will do them in that order. Sometimes people want to know what the other two were. Okay, so no and let go. That's still a good one. Let go. Get the messages and then let go. Just be like, oh, this is interesting stuff, What is going on here? So, okay. I really hope he is not. I really hope. I just don't, my ego does not want that to happen. Not only, and honestly, it's just my ego. My ego wants him to be held accountable for stuff. That's an easy way out. I don't know if it'll be helpful for us or not. Well, obviously it will. We're going to trust the universe. We have no reason not to. Okay, so this is what all the cards, oh no, they don't all look like this. Okay. This is the first message. That looks really positive. Look at her, you guys. Those are coins, I think. I mean, she is celebrating. So, opportunity. Okay. Opportunity. Let's see what the next one is. Okay. This is interesting. It'll be interesting to see all three of them together, but this is reconsider. So reconsider the opportunity. Okay. Reconsider the opportunity. So I don't know who this is talking to. Okay. Here's the card. And perfect timing. Perfect timing. So reconsider the opportunity until there's better timing, maybe? How do you interpret that? You want to think about your own life. So opportunity. Oh, my little book that got smushed. Opportunity. Let's see if there's any additional messages. I'm sorry I'm so low energy, you guys. But I want to be here. You're going to tell me to go rest, and I'm going to. But I want to be here. Okay. Positive growth and expansion is on the horizon for you. This opportunity may bring with it inspiration and insight, or it could be the chance you've been waiting for to take action on ideas you already have. Okay. You may be seeking to manifest the chance to create changes in your career, buy or sell a home, or bring romance into your life. Whatever your desires, your angels are about to open a door of possibilities for you. Step right through. Okay? But the reconsider is interesting. So you have to use your own intuition of what they might be telling us. Okay? So I feel like this is a personal reading for any of us. Okay? So reconsider whatever opportunity you were thinking about until there's perfect timing. Okay, there'll be better timing for it. That's how I'm reading it, but okay. So reconsider. There is an element of your plan that should be evaluated. Take some time to really go through your project or proposal thoroughly. Share your intentions with a trusted friend or advisor who can give you objective feedback. Ask your angels for guidance. This is not the moment to make the change in your life that you're considering. A better time will come, or you'll realize that you wish to choose a different kind of transformation for yourself. Okay, so that's really interesting. And then perfect timing. I'm really loving this deck. As you know, I love all of them, but perfect timing. This is the perfect timing for the situation you've asked about. Move forward with confidence. Don't delay or hesitate because an energy gateway is presently open for you. Conditions are ripe Even if you don't feel prepared, rest assured you are. Okay, so sometimes when you draw three cards, now I didn't ask for this, but it could be read this way. When you draw three cards, the first one is the recent past. The middle one is the future, is the current situation. And then the near future is the perfect timing. Okay, so you can think of it that way too. So the recent past was an opportunity. The current is saying reconsider. Okay, just the current energy is saying reconsider. But the near future is saying it'll be perfect timing then. And you may decide that the opportunity that you've been considering is something different that you'll do when the perfect timing comes along. So that's kind of interesting, those three together, I think. What do you think? Does it resonate with you? Is there a message in there? Because of my brain fog, I can't think of anything for myself at the moment. It could be a message related to watch him closely. If you can think of one, right, let me know in the comments if you think, there's opportunity. Maybe there was an opportunity, it's been reconsidered, and then there's perfect timing coming up. I don't know. I kind of like it better just us looking at our personal lives on that. But let me know what you think about that. Okay. So those are some messages for today. Then let's just take a quick look at March energy. Okay. Quick look at March energy. Okay. So initially at the beginning of the month, we're already on the 10th. So I'm a little behind just because of the stuff having been sick. But so initially my spirit guides wanted to give me 9 messages for March. Okay. Well, we did the first 3. Well, I got the first 6 and I did a video for the first 3. Okay. And that video turned out really good. Like the community was really involved in that. Like I was thrilled with it too for myself. So I will post that video here. It will, after this video is over, if you want to go check that out. So, and then I was supposed to get to the next 3 and I haven't done that. I'm hoping to get to it tonight. Okay. So it just depends on my voice and energy. Last night, I didn't record last night. So, but I really want to get to this because it's March 10th already. So the 3 messages, the first 3 were level up high, tidal wave incoming, and keep light. Level up high, ride the wave, and tidal wave incoming. Okay, so that was for March. And we did a thorough investigation of decoding, I called it, of what those 3 messages were. Okay. Then I want to do a second video to decode the next 3. The next 3 were keep light, slow jack, which is interesting now that I'll tell you in a second, as you might know the connection already. Slow jack and sight in view. Those were the 3, and I was supposed to do that video last week. So I haven't asked for the last 3 for the month. So we're just going to take it slow, I guess. What's interesting about slow jack, I was like, what is slow jack? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Why it's interesting? Because remember on March 7th, so a couple days ago, they said Jack is coming. So slow Jack. Yeah, Jack's been slow. And there's actually 3 card decks they wanted me to use to talk about that. So that's what I'm hoping to get to. That might be a little harder for me to do with the voice. So maybe I'll do the SGs tonight with questions. So, okay. So the March energy, I'm just going to read through a couple of these to see if any of this resonates with you yet. Okay. And just good reminders as well. Okay. For myself too. Where is it? Okay, so this is what I have so far. Okay, I'm just going to read it kind of quickly. Disruptive energy, external, will help us connect. Okay, and these came from oracle cards. Okay, so actually, let me clarify that. The first messages came from a woman. I haven't watched too many March energy videos just because I wasn't feeling well, but I did catch Lisa Wetzel, Wetsel. I will link it below. Okay. So this actually came from her. This is her. And so I wrote them down, and what was that? Into March energies. Okay. Disruptive energy, external. Old patterns and behavior are destructing. Internal. Chaos, upheaval, confusion. Realization we need cohesive peace. So that's really good. We'll all be vibrating at a higher frequency. Really positive. The illusion on the physical plane is shifting so we can see through things. Okay, March energy. March upheaval has a purpose, so it pushes people to a place of breaking. Okay, so it has a purpose. We just have to remember that everything has a purpose. That's what I love about the spiritual journey, is just and then looking at things that are hard, remembering what is the spiritual purpose of these things. Okay. Let go of old and false beliefs. Letting go of old and false beliefs. Now, I had written down, what are these? What are they? And they're going to be different for everybody. Okay. But from a collective perspective, one of the things that came in a card at some point was needing a savior. Okay. So I wrote that down. I just write things that kind of draw connections for me. Okay. So needing a savior. I think I did a video on that on Coffee with Karen about needing a savior. So old structures are being broken down to be built back. Okay. And I really think that is hugely significant. I mean, in my intuition says that's why all this happened this way. And that's why Leon and F45 are doing what they're doing. All the structures needed to be broken. They needed to be broken because they haven't been working anyways. Doesn't matter which party was under leadership. They haven't been working. Tiny things have been working, but overall for the collective, not working. And so Spirit does in Source usually reminds us that we asked for this. Collectively, we asked for this over time for changes. Okay. So I can clearly see that these old structures are being broken down, even though it feels threatening to us because change is hard. Change is hard and it feels threatening. And so that's where we are trying always, right, as a collective group here to come back to the higher purpose of things. Okay. So there was even a part of me this week that even like with the message yesterday, I was like, I don't know that we're ready yet. I don't know that we're ready for the big reveal, So, because I think the structures are not broken enough. And I know that sounds awful, but I have confidence now of where we're going. And that if we can get through this period of time, we will land in a place where we are all one, just like we're supposed to be, that we don't have borders, that we are at peace completely. Excuse me. So, but if stuff happens this week, if the big reveal or whatever is going to happen, this thing, watch him closely, there's my stencil, it's stuck to my stencil. Then the timing's right. Because the timing will only happen and that's why we just want to trust divine timing and not ask for things to happen. Or you can ask for things to happen or pray for things, but then just say, as long as it's for the highest good, as long as it's for the highest good. So this way our wishes don't interfere with the energy of what Source wants to see happen. That's kind of how I feel about it. But the next message was no need to be afraid. We're just changing directions. No need to be afraid. We're just changing directions. The mind will be less confused the veil is being removed. So when we're born with amnesia. So the veil is like, whoop, you don't remember anything. You don't know anything. Okay. Although people do, right? And the veil is being removed. So that's cool. Clear attachments to ideas, things, best to do this before the universe does it for you. Clear attachments to ideas and things, because old structures are breaking. They're breaking, and you can see it right before our eyes. So try to release the attachment to the old structures, okay? Then the universe doesn't have to do it for us, okay? Actually, the attachment one came from Tara Arnold. When I get messages from other people, I put them in my book so I can remember, okay? So the clear attachments, I'm trying to think if there's any others. Yeah, it's just the clear attachments one was from Tara Arnold. Again, I'll post it. Anytime I mention other channels, I'll put it below. Okay, so then came what my SGs wanted to communicate to the collective, okay, to you guys, to the community. And that was level up high, ride the wave, and tidal wave incoming. Okay. A little bit of level up high was go within, your light can lead the way, step over fear with courage, embrace change and grow. Ride the wave. These are just how I interpreted the messages. Again, I'd encourage you to watch this because you might get different messages out of what those were, because quite a few cards were pulled. Okay. So I wrote down entire life orientation is shifting. Entire life orientation is shifting. So that was ride the wave. You are being granted refuge, respite, and shelter from the storm of struggle and doubt. The unraveling of the struggle and pain now happens through tenderness, a gentler approach. More love is rushing towards you like a cosmic tsunami. It was ride the wave, right? You will struggle to the extent that you hold on to what has been. So it's really interesting how consistent the message from Lisa and Tara and now my SGs, okay? You will struggle to the extent that you hold on to what has been. Tidal wave incoming, you're called now to look with new eyes, hear with new ears, and feel in new ways. So you're called to look with new eyes, hear with new ears, and feel in new ways. There's an interconnected entanglement in our world that's not simply cause and effect, and you cannot make sense of it with your rational brain. Tidal wave incoming. Try not to make sense of things with your rational brain right now. Is really what the message is. Okay? Oh, I don't know. This voice. It's crazy. Okay, so that is what I have today. I hope it was helpful. I hope I'm not too annoying to listen to because I really appreciate being back. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. And just a reminder, don't get involved. Okay? I need to keep reminding myself. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.